My sophomore season is underway and I'm no longer just a little freshman that came through and dominated the entire college football world. There's actual expectation behind my name and overall just my performance here on the field. Now I got to come into this season and do everything I did last year, if not more. We got a lot of great guys that returned back from last year's squad and also just a bunch of new guys that have come in. They've seen the success we've had last season. They want to repeat, if not go crazier. But to kick things off for us this season, FCS Southeast, a very inferior school. We're going to open up this game here in the first quarter with my first sack of the season. And it feels good to get that first one out the way already this early in the game. Now they're going with a running attack, taking off. QB1 is trying to go crazy. I secure this tackle as well. Now going with an empty gun set, 3rd and 7. They're trying to come through and get a first down. I get a nasty chop block, giving him more than enough time. I would have definitely got that sack. We sending a bunch of guys on this one as they have a loaded backfield trying to come off the edge here, even though I'm lined up a bit inside, shedding that block quickly, but this running back hits a wide open hole. 2nd and inches, we can get these boys a 3rd down, maybe get a TFL and get them off the field. That'll be great as I come in here picking up sack number 2 here in the first half. And let that be a new school record for the most sacks in a career for a player here at North Texas. And to think I've done that in just a year and some change. Direct snap to the running back. I know this is going to be a run. He's going to take off with this one for sure unless he hands it off. He actually keeps it. They got me dropping back in the coverage. He's finessing his way outside. He fumbles. They do recover though. And this game isn't one of those test your might type of games. This is more so to see how dominant you can be against an inferior opponent. So far, only 7 points through a quarter and a half. I think we can do a lot better though. And even though I got a pair of sacks and defensively we're not playing terrible, they having a few good plays, kind of taking off and getting a little bit of yardage, marching their way down here, almost picking up another first down. Empty gun look, if we can hold these boys to 3 and then go into half with at least a 4-point lead, that'll be great as I get chop block. Quarterback's taking off. He has a wide open hole. They pick up the score here at the end. And before we even head into the second half, offense immediately went down and answered right back as they're trying to make a push to put another score up and try to match the one we just did. And with one final shot to get into the end zone, you better believe I'm not rushing. I'm getting back. I want to pick just like everybody else. Now taking off, he's lobbing this one towards the back of the end zone. They almost make this catch. Second half is underway. They got a trips bunch on the other side of the field. You know it's going to be a pass. Shedding my way past my blocker, and literally the quarterback was taking off. That boy's awareness is on a different level. Let's see if we can get after the QB on this one. Looking like they're going to go with somewhat of a power run, but you can never tell just by the formation. They can always switch it up as we get a stop here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, trying to get these boys off the field. We're up multiple scores. This is our game to lose right now as they pick up another first down, actually dropping that ball. I thought they was going to secure that catch without a doubt. Going forward on 4th down, knowing they don't have no choice with us having such a huge lead, I'm going to try to get this sack, put our offense in great field positioning. He dumps this one off short and they pick up a first. After picking up another first down, these boys are trying to march their way down the field as I shed that block. We both get hands on the QB1, bro. He delivered another dime. A beautiful week 1 victory over an inferior opponent. Stepped up, did exactly what we were supposed to do. Proud of the guys. A very slight day by my standard. 3 slight tackles, 2 of those were for loss, being the 2 sacks, and I also hopped on a loose ball. So we opened up the floodgates off the rip this season, facing the number 3 ranked team in the country here in week 2. Is it me or is that guard on the other side of the field extremely tiny? That boy out here trying to work and he is a starter, so I guess he liked that, but he is just small. He looks like a baby. 1st and 10, trying to get active here. They do pick up 3 points. We got to try to find a way to get back into this game. Even though we're not out of it, we definitely need to make sure they don't get ahead of steam. And so far, this offensive tackle, bro, he's something else. I'm not gonna lie. Bro is an absolute unit, picking up everything. He's holding on to me for dear life. I don't know how they ain't calling that flag, and I don't know how that running back wasn't down. So far, I haven't really been able to penetrate this offensive line and get back here into their quarterback. Now here putting hands on him, but he has to throw this ball out. Running backs in the backfield. They got an offset lineman. Might be a screen. I could be wrong. I'm definitely wrong because they got a receiver coming in motion. 3rd and 5, but we can force these boys and hold them to a field goal. That'd be great as they go with the running attack, and they also pick up the first, and they might actually score here. And now that I'm really paying attention to it, this offensive unit is loaded top to bottom. These boys are something else as I come in here and I'm showing them I'm something else, picking up my first sack of this game in the rain. That tackle may be huge, but that boy is definitely slow on his feet. And then you go with an empty gun look right back. I'm standing straight up trying to fire off that edge, getting right in once again, almost picking up the sack. He delivered that ball in a nick of time, but they do not pick up the first. And I think I found the weak spot in this offensive line. Get to the outside, beat them with that step, and then stick them right back in and get to their quarterback. It's been working for me these last few possessions. I'm going to try to do it again. Now they've adjusted adjusted, immediately putting the running back in the backfield for more protection. Going with the hurry up, trying to make something happen before we go into the half. We need to keep these boys off the board, period. Not a field goal, not a touchdown, not a single thing. As I'm coming around the edge, their QB is delivering a strike and they barely pick up any yards. And with their running back lined up in the backfield, 3 receivers split wide on the other side of the field, I'm trying to spin off. The big boy got hands on me. I'm chasing this quarterback down. I'm on the hunt. I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna get to him. And if I can do it on this drive and keep that clock rolling, get him out of here, that'll be fantastic. If I'm putting more pressure on him, and that's gonna enable him to throw this pick, my guy comes away with a big one. They're going with the Hail Mary attempt without a doubt, launching this one towards the back of the end zone. Ball is caught. They actually scored a touchdown on the final play of the first half. And overall today has been an absolute struggle, and what this score says to me is something that I've been thinking really since last season. And to make it crystal clear, super simple, straightforward, black and white, I know that we're a good team, even from last season, and making small improvements this year, but I already knew we couldn't compete against teams of this caliber from the jump. And coming out here today getting smashed in the mouth on the road against the number 3 ranked team in the country says it all. We might drop out of the top 25 after this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. And I mean, just take myself for example. I'm literally a sack machine, the best in the country in my eyes and in the eyes of plenty of others, but at the same time, not being able to really apply pressure this week, it just shows. It shows that I can dominate guys that are within our respected level of competition, but when we play these dudes who are literally in a different universe as far as talent and overall just build and program, I really can't compete, and neither can this team as a whole. A pretty bad loss on the road, one that a lot of people expected, one that we wanted to come in here and prove everybody wrong, and we just ended up living up to the doubt. But on the bright side, in some way, shape, or form, there's not a single team, week, or game that I will ever play in my life as a defensive end where I will not walk out of there with at least 1 sack. Bad loss last week. We're going to chalk that up and move forward. This week, we got Illinois coming out of the Big Ten, getting back here trying to get a tackle in the backfield, failing obviously. But we did the same thing pretty much last season. Lost a game early and then went pretty much on undefeated for the remainder of the year. As here coming through, getting a strip sack, and my boy scoops it, taking off, trying to take it back to the crib. And that might be my strip sack of my career. A bunch of sacks my freshman season, but none resulted in anything like that. Now coming through, trying to get another one. I'm going crazy already. And honestly, that's all the loss did for me, was just turn me up a little bit more, get the fire in my belly going. I just want to compete at a high level against everybody. It's 1st and 10. They're just past midfield. We're trying to get back here in the backfield and go crazy. Great blocking up front, but my boys are hot on his trail. Another strip sack. This quarterback got butterfingers. And offense capitalized on the last opportunity. I would have loved to have seen what they would have done with another one. Now getting another sack. We are tearing their backfield to shreds. And for most teams and players, a big loss like that would kind of discourage them. For us, it just turned everybody up, the entire team. And it's like, instead of just being discouraged or feeling some type of way or getting in their feelings, everybody just kind of turned their game up to another level, and it shows this week. Now we have a 2-score lead as we're about to head into the second half. We can go in keeping these boys scoreless through an entire first half of a game. That can be major. As I come through here trying to get this sack, he gets it off just in time. And if their QB1 is dropping the ball like that on contact, I know for a fact if I get another sack, I can definitely come through and get another strip sack as he delivers this ball on a dime to their insane running back. That boy toting that rock with a purpose. Second half action, you know we trying to get busy. Trips bunch formation over here on my side of the field, trying to get inside. I do, and I pick up my 2nd sack of this game, feasting on their offensive line and their QB1. Running back in the backfield, but it's 3rd and 18. Y'all know exactly what that means. Trying to finesse my way into that backfield. Big TFL dog. We just going crazy. And they go with an empty gun with 4 receivers split wide. We want to take advantage of that for sure. Trying to get a sack. Not only that, we're trying to get that safety. They got trips on the other side of the field. We're on the short side at that. They go with the play action, dumping this one off. One of my guys are coming down with a head of steam, picking up a nice tackle. Trying to take off and go straight through this old lineman's chest, bro. I don't want nobody holding me back or stopping me from getting back here. They got a guy coming in motion. Of course, I'm getting double teamed, and they fail to pick up the first down. Dropping back into coverage on this one. Offense is failing to execute here as they're trying to go wide to the outside. I still come through and get hands on this tackle. But offense can go the rest of the game without scoring a single point as long as our defense continues to do what we've been doing all day, and that's just dominate. Lined up right over top of this center, trying to catch him off guard. Even though he goes with a chop block off the rip, we still get a big tackle on 3rd down. Get these boys off the field once again. That empty gun look, you know they're trying to take a deep shot. They've been struggling to score points as I come through getting my 3rd sack of this game. That was damn near safety. 3rd and 17, getting these boys off the field might result in a touchdown for our offense, but focusing on getting my hands on this QB as he launches this ball into coverage, almost caught, but it's not. Great play by my DB. We come away with a nice win, a great bounce back victory, another road game, 2 of them back to back, but in this one here, 21-0, we walk away with the shutout. And you gotta believe, after having a day that I had, player of the game honors are going to me without a doubt. For sure, we sent Illinois back to the locker room, heads hanging low, big time victory. Bro, Louisiana Tech got fans all up on the hill in the grass. I can respect that, but respectfully, they finna watch their home team take this L. Running back's a bit offset in the backfield, trying to attack and get back here and make something happen as I get picked up, making their quarterback scramble out, but my boy picks up a nice 5-yard sack. Bro, I don't know what it is, but their quarterback looks insanely small. I'm kind of scared to put hands on him because if I get back there, I ain't gonna lie, I might break the young fella. Let's see how long he'll stand tall in that pocket after I get my hands on him. Coming off the edge here, trying to finesse my way inside. He's dumping this one off to his trusty running back. He picks up 5 yards. Standing straight up, nice and tall at my 6'5" stature, dropping back in the coverage, trying to survey the field, dipping this one off into the flats as they pick up a first. 1st and 10, they did pick it up here, but now getting into the backfield, socking it to this quarterback. He still delivers a strike. Receiver drops the ball. It's going to be a real long day for him because I'm coming back there trying to deliver as much heat as possible. Running back's taking off. I don't pick up the tackle. They do pick up the first. Kind of struggling to get back there. This tackle is a pretty big boy. I cannot lie. Now getting back here, absolutely demolishing their quarterback for a -4-yard loss. Oh, an empty gun look, no running back there to protect you. This might not end well for you, my boy. I get picked up by the receiver. Design quarterback run. It's 4th and goal. 5 offensive linemen, 1 quarterback back there, all by his lonesome. Of course, I'm getting double teamed. He's taking off, picking up a nice, crazy first down and some. And how am I just not noticing he's rocking my number 13? I don't like that whatsoever. Now I got to get back here and really teach him a lesson as he outruns me on the edge, almost taking off up the field, picking up 15. Hey, little man may be small, but he does pack a punch of speed. He's taking off trying to get busy as I avoid his offensive lineman. He's throwing a quick dot. He knew what time it was. Now with the running back in the backfield, I'm hoping he flares out. I don't want to have to deal with him at all, which he does. And of course, I get the strip sack that I've been waiting on all game, blew a hole through his chest. Ended off that first half with a bang. Now here in the second, bro, and they're literally pinned back into their own end zone. Now coming through, almost getting a sack there. Then marching all the way down the field, scoring or even getting the field goal is out of the question. But the question is, can we keep these boys pinned back? And can we also get a sack here? Safety would be great as he delivers this ball super late and a great catch from their receiver. Trying to attack the backfield. I'm pretty sure they're going to go with a run here. They do not. Trusting their quarterback to get it done himself. He's taking off. One of my guys are tracking him down. We got 4th quarter action. Now trying to put this game to bed. We do have the lead, and that's all that really matters is I'm back here again, putting hands on them, bro, letting them feel my presence. It wasn't a touchdown, but offense did manage to go down and put up some type of points, and that's always appreciated. Now getting back here trying to complete another sack. He gets it off just in time. Now they're running to hurry up, quickly trying to scramble and put some kind of drive together. So I'm getting back here, picking up another sack this game for -8 yards. I'm feasting on this offensive line. And just another dominant day at the office for myself. A pair of sacks, and we're trying to come through and get another one as I zigzag, trying to swerve my way from the offensive pressure. He's delivering a dime upfield. They might go down here and score. Another game equals another victory on the road that almost resulted in yet another shutout. That would have made it 2 back-to-back, but nonetheless, a pretty solid day for myself. Another multi-sack game, and I hopped on another loose ball. It's a new week, and we got that empty gun look in the first snap to kick this one off, trying to get back into the backfield, missing the quarterback completely. And they go back to back with it. You know I ain't mad at that. Lined up right over the center, trying to work my way through, getting double teamed. That was an odd throw, but he completes it. They kick things off with the best field positioning possible. We can hold them to 3. That can be a plus on our side. Now getting into the backfield, completely whiffing on the read option. They score. Without a doubt, I started this game the worst way possible, completely missing on my assignment there. I literally had them boys sacked, down for tackles, everything, and now I'm getting a late hit, a roughing the passer call on this one. We ain't wore these uniforms so far this season up until now, or at least this helmet, and I'm already playing the worst way possible. This might be a bad luck uni. Now loading up the offensive line with a bunch of extra blockers, tight end, and some more stuff, and once again, bro, I just cannot get to the, I can't get to the ball, bro. I'm struggling. But it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. We are down 7, they're marching their way down. It's not looking too good, especially a way to start the first half. Trying to come off that edge, get into the backfield, but this time around actually be successful, getting picked up on a block here. Running backs running right past me. He's bucking his head, picking up multiple yards. They're blocking the best defensive player in the country without a problem. They're also moving that ball with no problem. As I almost get into the backfield, he completes this throw and they pick up another first. 3rd and 12, and I'm trying to do everything I can to fight past this offensive line. They're double teaming, picking me up, making sure I have no chance at touching their quarterback, and he completes a absolute dart over the shoulder to his wide receiver 1. We pretty much have these boys stumped at one point in time, all the way to maybe a 3rd and long, and then they just go crazy picking up the first down, no problem, like here, TFL, and then they break off a 17-yard play. It's 3rd and goal. They got your boy in coverage. They know what I can do down here in a situation like this. Going with the read option, I'm shutting that down, holding these boys to 3 points before the half. And speaking of before the half, offense went down and scored immediately, but now we got to keep these boys out of the end zone once again, and I think we can do it with 30 seconds left. 2nd and 5, I'm trying to get in that backfield. He pump fakes. I get through. I almost pick up the sack, hitting him late, and my guy's in perfect position for the knockdown. 4th and 5, 1 second left, one last play. You know exactly what time it is. They're going with that Hail Mary, launching this one upfield, trying to complete it. They're going to catch it, but they won't get into the end zone. I feel like they're doing everything they can to just completely avoid me as much as possible, and it's really frustrating. I'm trying to get back here, get to their quarterback, and he just gets the ball off in the nick of time. Got them boys out the field. Offense went down to score. Now we hold the 4-point leaders. I'm trying to get back here to their QB, winning for the first time this game. Finally, I pick up my sack. Things are shaping up for us pretty good as we start the 4th quarter. Offense went down to score. We now hold an 11-point lead, but we got to keep these boys out of the end zone. You better believe they got max protection for their quarterback now. At this point, I think it's pretty inevitable that they score. They got a bunch of guys split wide open hole. I've seen that coming. We can't do nothing about that. But one thing I'm not falling for is this 2-point conversion. Ain't no way in hell we finna slip up like this. Going with the run and we sock it to their running back. Ain't going for that. You picked up the touchdown, that's about it. If we give up a touchdown here at the end of this game, we're gonna lose for sure. And we're kind of looking a little aki coming into this thing. Now almost picking up another sack here. And now after injuring their starting quarterback, the backup is in crunch time. We already know how this finna go. And if they can't protect him or he can't even protect himself, he's going down for sure. It's 4th and 6, do or die. Can the backup quarterback come through in the clutch? You better believe I'm trying to get back there to him, getting picked up by multiple guys. He's delivering the strike. They pick up the first. 4 receivers split wide, got that trips formation on the other side of the field, trying to make it happen, avoiding this lineman. He's throwing this one an absolute diamond. I think they're calling me for another roughing the passer this game, which is absolutely crazy. Let me find out these refs have an agenda. They got their money on Appalachian State to come into our house and beat us, bro. That was not a late hit. That was more than on time, and just because of that, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna get what I deserve. They tried to play me and hold me out of there, bro. I'm gonna get mine. Trust me. They bet not let me get back there again, completely finessing my way inside, putting that pressure on, but he's delivering the strike. They're within striking distance. Max protection in here, running back here, tight end on the side. They're trying to do everything they can to protect this boy. I'm trying to get back there, and he's delivering a dime to the back. That is the game, folks. Now here in coverage for the 2-point conversion. If we can go down and get a field goal, we'll be more than good. As they throw this ball, they don't complete it. We're only down 1 point. And look at our offense going down and getting it done with less than a minute left on the clock, coming through in the clutch. We walk out of here victorious in a nail biter. I'm not gonna lie, ECU got some pretty tough uniforms if I'm gonna keep it a buck. Getting back here, putting hands on the quarterback to start this one off, but he does complete the 13-yard reception. But you know my goal on a week-to-week basis is to apply straight pressure. He evades me right here, taking off, picking up the first. That boy is getting out of there like a scat back. This weird trips bunch formation a little bit off. I'm gonna try to get back here. The receivers picking me up. They go to run out of that. I didn't expect that whatsoever. It's 3rd and 13. We can get these boys off the field here. That'll be fantastic. Dropping this one off to his running back. He runs straight out of bounds. Idiot move if I do say so myself. 1st and 10, these boys are moving that ball, no problem. Getting double teamed here, but my guy come through on the cleanup crew. I hate when I'm over here on the right side because I'm never on the end. I'm always lined up on the interior, and I always get double teamed in a situation like that. My defense has been looking pretty weak, giving up early touchdowns. And now going into the 2nd quarter, we are down 7 points, trying to make something happen. Once again, getting doubled, and they're steamrolling my defense, my secondary to be exact, taking off upfield. And they ain't looking too good for us right now, bro. They're marching with no problem whatsoever on multiple possessions. Now going with the speed option, pitching this one outside. That was almost a touchdown, to be honest. Now with the trips look on the right side, trying to get to this edge. They do run the ball, stumbling up their running back. I do secure the -9-yard rush. We got to stop last possession. Offense did only pick up a field goal, but points are points as I almost pick up a sack here. And if we thought they were on the attack trying to march down before, you better believe they're going to here before we go into the 2nd half. But look at me getting a nice strip sack sack. My boy Scoops, he tried to take off and get that one into the end zone. ECU's going to kick off the second half, taking the first possession of the game as we're trying to get back here and establish our dominance in the backfield. And you better believe my presence is being felt by that running back and everybody else. Blew a hole through that boy chest. I got to let him know it's not going to be easy. If you're going to take that hand off, you better do something with it. You better go crazy in that fact. Tight end coming in motion. I'll see if he's going to block. He actually does. Running back is breaking tackles, making his way up the field. We're sending 4 when we usually send 3. They got 5 offensive linemen up front, trying to make my way into this backfield, launching this one over, picking up the first down. Gonna try to come wide off the edge and get completely around the offensive line. They got a tight end in here picking up as well, going with a weird triple option. I'm gonna get out here and try to secure this tackle. I failed. They end up scoring a touchdown. If we can keep these boys out of the end zone once again, that'll be fantastic, especially with them being pinned back so deep into their own territory. But that might be next to impossible. Their offense is super high powered. They're having no problems moving the ball. We've got a few stops, but they're just making it happen. Offense has been more than unproductive, bro. I don't know what's going on that side of the ball. Now trying to get back here on defense after just coming off the field. And here we go. They're already having a strong start to this drive, making their way towards midfield. Now I got a guy coming in motion in the backfield, going with the wide receiver jet sweep. We pick up on it though. And once again, that empty gun, I haven't been able to take advantage of it like I usually do. Getting inside, almost picking up another sack. That should have been intentional grounding. And just like that, our offense literally couldn't compete. ECU walks away with a dub. We take our second L of the season. 1st and 10, we got our annual matchup against Tulsa, and coming off a loss, you better believe we got to come in here and bring some pressure. Struggled last week to get to the quarterback all but once. This week, I'm looking to go and have a monster game and take over. Almost jumping here offside. They got a guy coming in motion, fighting my way. They go with a run, picking up 3 yards. Now with this weird formation, 5 receivers technically with the tight end, getting chop block, and a running back's back in the backfield, protecting receivers, monstering his way forward. 2 backs in the backfield, not sure what they're going to go with here, trying to get back here and make something happen. They go with the triple option. They hand it off, flick it as a matter of fact. I get a late tackle. 2nd and 4, and so far these boys are marching down, no problem. Chunk play after chunk play, and I've struggled to get back here, but my defense as a whole, we're not looking too well. And it's crazy to think last year our offense was nearly perfect all season. This year seems like offense and defense are both struggling. I mean, how I see it, it's just low production. Offensively, not producing enough points, and then defensively, giving up just enough to lose the game. Little offset in the backfield with the fullback coming in motion, going with the run here. He's going to tuck that one back inside, avoid me, still getting tackled. 3rd and 7, trying to get these boys off the field and even force the field goals. They pick up an easy first down. And with the empty gun look, is going to be next to impossible to keep these boys off the field. Trying to work my way in, spinning off, but they're going to pick up the easy 2-yard tutty. And I say everything is easy because they're literally going down, marching down the field, no problem, no restraint. Then on top of that, there's no added pressure with our offense not producing no points of their own. And then we're just not applying no pressure. I can't get into that backfield to save my life. It's like they have extra blockers every single play. And right now, to my knowledge, even though I'm leading the country in sacks, that won't be the case for too long if I continue to play this way. And every time I manage to get into the backfield, he always gets rid of the ball in the nick of time. Now with the running back here protecting as well, picking up another first. We come into the second half down 2 scores to a 1-5 team here on the road, and it's not looking good. And I'm getting put straight on my back. And as much as I can wreck an offense as a defensive end, I don't think I can have any hope for our team right now if I don't step up. Even if I do, I still think we're going to struggle. And I mean, at this point, it seems like I'm just out here playing for stats and just to put up numbers, because offensively, they're not doing anything, bro. Our team is just non-existent. And while I may look great getting sacks, getting tackles, doing this, that, and the third, our team as a whole, we're going to start taking losses. Walking out of here 4-3 is not going to be a good look. Now here at 3rd and 5, we can get these boys out the field. Offense can have yet another opportunity to go down and make something happen. Now going with a little screen, my guy gets back there just in time. And we have 4th quarter action, and still not a sign of our freaking offense, bro. No points have been scored. They're marching down. Their quarterback has nothing but open field, open space to go. He's breaking tackles. And even with an entire quarter to go, a touchdown here will definitely put this one to bed as they're trying to set up their blocks. Got a running back in the backfield delivering a dime. We're out of here. Imagine that, getting beat to a pulp by the worst team in the entire conference. I'm not sure what it is, what happened, or whatever came about, but that dog I said that this team had early on in the season, we don't have that whatsoever. To take one loss, that's one thing, but to have back-to-back losses and then do one at home is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Now trying to bounce back against a team that will usually give us a run for our money, Tulsa, as I come through here, get a sack before he can get it off of the screenplay. But how about offense coming out here firing on all cylinders to kick this one off, and you gotta love to see that. I love that the guys are coming out here with that level of enthusiasm, and we're in front of that home crowd. This is the way to go. And now up 2 scores, that's definitely gonna add on to the pressure late game for them having to make some plays and put some points on the board if our defense continues to hold them up. And that's one thing about it, if offense can produce and our defense is on one like we usually are, we can win games no problem. But it's when you have both sides of the ball struggling to do anything, that's where the problem lies. Now we're trying to avoid that and get things rolling as they're picking up an easy first down here with a 12-yard run. Quarterback's back there all by himself. If I can get around this offensive lineman, we can make something happen as they go with the jet sweep. I get free and I blow up his block. And we're having a pretty solid first half, and that's what you love to see. Anytime I can get started out hot, that's always a plus. They go with the triple option here. It kind of works out to their favor. They pick up a first almost. 3rd and inches, I'm pretty sure they're going to go with a run up the middle. They go with a jet sweep. I get off my block, but he takes it inside and he picks up more than enough. Empty gun look, a sack here would be definitely clutch. Almost jumping off sides here. They go with another jet sweep, picking up almost another 10 yards. UTSA manages to go pick up their first touchdown, now making this a 1-score game, getting back here in the backfield once again for yet another sack. Let's go. And I'm not sure if it was the same as last season, but oh boy, right here on the edge, he is very slow on his feet. He's a big body, but he can't move with me whatsoever. Now here on 3rd and 13, 3rd and long, they have to convert. If they don't get these boys off the field, that'll be clutch. They go with a weird wide receiver screen, halfback. He's flaring now. He's picking up the first, taking off upfield. And that's what you hate to see. You have a team in a tough position and they get off a play like that. That's very disheartening as they drop one off here again, picking up 8 yards. And I got the whole scenario plotted out in my mind. If they can go down here, hold them to 3, if not, if we can get these boys off the field, then our offense can go make something happen. That'll set us up pretty decent for the 4th quarter. But I'm pretty sure our offense is checked out for the day, as they always do after scoring a touchdown or 2, and we're going to have to do everything we can to maybe even score some points on defense. And as they continue to make play after play, getting yards after yards, you see a different lineman is checked in for his boy, because I've been toasting them. They almost score here once again. And with no problem, they walk into the end zone, picking up another touchdown. This is going to be a tie game. And just like I thought, offense got the ball back, didn't do anything with it. Now UTSA has a chance to march down, take a lead here, whether it's a field goal or with a touchdown, dipping this one off to one of his trusty receivers, picking up a nice 6. And now down a score is not looking too good here in the 4th quarter. Offense has been dead stagnant. It's not going to be a good position for us going here into the late end of the game, but I do pick up another big TFL. And just like that, we go down, get the stop, and now offense win and put a touchdown up. 2 minutes left here in this game. Is going to be tight, but if we step up, we can walk out of here victorious. And with 3 timeouts left on the board, they have more than enough time to go down, take this lead, and do more. As I get into the backfield as they deliver this dime to the running back in the flat. And you won't believe it, offense got the ball back. We got these boys off the field and they immediately turned the ball right back over as their quarterback's trying to deliver a dime here in the pocket. It's 3rd and 6. We can get the stop here. I'm pretty sure they might not punt it. They may go for it. Not too sure about it, but they don't complete it. We get these boys off the field, hopefully. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point in time, I would much rather go into overtime, bro, than lose this game. Losing 3 in a row is crazy. Trying to shed this block, he's delivering it down to the outside, but it's deflected by my guy. And in beautiful executing fashion, offense scores the first touchdown here in OT. I'm bringing pressure to that backfield, and they have no choice but to score. A field goal won't do it. So if we can step up and hold these boys down, we could definitely walk out of here and end our losing streak. They're pitching it on the speed option, is not gonna work. And especially at home, we need the win. Now 3rd and 6, they go with a weird screen, trying to get back here and apply some pressure. I do miss the sack. He evades me somehow, and they pick up the first down. And after picking up the insane first down, now back here trying to get active, throwing the dime to the back of the end zone. That's almost picked off. Last time I was in coverage in a situation like this, I caught a pick and took that thing to the crib. Now going with the speed option, read option, he's gonna keep it and score. And with the game hanging in the balance, 1st and goal, they're literally within striking distance. And honestly, I don't think we're gonna actually stop them. They go with the triple option, pitch this one out. He doesn't go anywhere. It's 3rd and goal. If we can hold them to a field goal, we'll be solid. Offense to get the ball back and give us a chance to go down here and win. As they throw it down right underneath, they don't pick it up. It's 4th and goal. And just like that, we're right back at it again. Trade field goal for field goal, bro. We can't get up off this field for nothing. How many overtimes are we gonna play this game? 2nd and 14, bro. They continue to try to make these plays, trying to keep these boys from marching down the field. And every time we get a big stop or a play, they answer right back with an even bigger one. But just like that, on 3rd and 3, my guy comes away with a pick on the weird wide wide receiver screen, and he's gonna take this one all the way back to the crib for a pick six, put the game in the books. Didn't see it coming, but you can always count on the unexpected to come through in the clutch. My boy in these classic throwback unis coming through with an insane pick six to win the game. Man, almost losing in a overtime thriller last week, then this week coming in here at home against Rice, we got to show up. And it feels good that we don't have to go on a 2 or 3 game losing streak. That was going to be absolutely horrible for the team and overall just the mindset, morale of the whole squad. But even though we won't have a season like we did last year, we can still finish this one out really strong and have a really solid record as we come in here this week trying to take care of business. They're getting a big play here on first down. And last week, I struggled putting hands on the quarterback. I struggled to do anything all of last week, just not looking like myself. I only have 13 sacks on the season so far with a few games left to get some more. Now on 1st and 10 with 2 receivers lined up with a tight end. As a matter of fact, we swoop in and get a nice TFL. And I need to swoop in and get a sack now. When I can get active early, our defense usually plays really well, but now with a running back in the backfield for protection, blowing up this receiver after almost picking up a first. These last couple of weeks, I've noticed a lot of teams taking a different approach when it comes to their offensive front. Like they've continuously putting themselves in a position to just stop us up front and just win the battle. 3rd and inches, hopefully we can keep these boys out of the end zone. They go with the pass. My man completely kills me with the route, but an incompletion, we hold these boys to 3 points. And I didn't see this coming. First quarter is 4th and inches, and they're going for it, not only trying to pick up the first, but pick up the touchdown, and we get to stop here on downs. Let's go. And shout out to my offense for capitalizing off that opportunity, going down, putting up a touchdown after they literally killed us up the field. Now here on 3rd and 8, another chance to get these boys off the field, being pinned back pretty deep into their own territory, delivering this throw, and we're all over that from start to finish. An entirely new drive is first down. They have absolutely fantastic field positioning, trying to get off the line here. I've been getting destroyed up front. I'm not winning my matchups. I'm not getting into the backfield. They are getting rid of the ball very quickly, but that's no excuse. Making a huge push here on 2nd and 4. They're trying to score a touchdown for sure to tie this game up. Getting picked up with the running back in the backfield as well, and that's exactly what they do. They pick up a score. Our offense kicked things off in the first half. They didn't do anything with it, but now coming in here to the second, this is how we start things off with a nice sack. And not to be cocky, but like I said before though, there'll never be a game where I just go completely sackless. I'm going to get at least one a game. Here we go, 2nd down, trips on the right side of the field. We're going to try to attack here knowing he wants to get rid of this ball, and I literally, bro, this tackle is just getting the best of me, play in and play out. 2nd and 14, trying to apply more pressure and get back here. They go with the run. I completely missed this running back. It's probably one of the fastest we've seen all season. I'm just hoping they go with an empty gun look at some point in time where they don't have running back protection, because I'm telling you, I'm going to get back there and make something happen. Now getting evaded. This offensive lineman is all over me, but he won't stop me from securing my 2nd sack of the game. Just under 2 minutes left here in the 4th quarter with a 10-point lead. Is looking really solid for us as I put it all on the line trying to come away with a sack, but we don't get that. What we do get is a nice pick. And offense will get the ball back and completely put this one to bed. That's it. That's all, game over. We walk out of here with a nice W. And it feels good after losing 2 straight and to come back and win 2 back-to-back. It's a good sign, and we're going to continue to move with this momentum throughout the remainder of the season and finish as strong as we possibly can. 1st and 10, and it's crazy to see the fall off of UTEP. It has to be studied. These boys are one of the top teams, not only in the conference, but in the country. Now they're 2-7. And you know what I just noticed? The reason we've taken a couple of L's so far this season early on, we started this year out playing a lot of road games. Last year was the complete opposite. We're going to finish the season playing at home for the majority. But even last year, I struggled to get through that UTEP offensive line as they double team me here. They're going with the running attack, and it's not working out in their favor. It's 3rd and 6. They're split out wide a bit. Getting these boys off the field after marching down, getting our territory would definitely be a plus as they pick up the easy first down, and so me trying to hurdle his way forward. They got me dropping back in the coverage trying to peep the scene here. I'm gonna get back a little bit early. My feet ain't as quick as some of these DBs. They go with the triple option. Quarterback's gonna keep picking up another first down. Lined up here in the slot against his receiver. They go with the run. Easy touchdown. We go down here 7-0 early in the 1st quarter. Now here in 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They got 3 receivers on that side trying to get past Big Boy. He got me here, and I get a nice late tackle on their quarterback. He can't complete the throw though. They got me lined up in the interior on this time around trying to get through. They go with a late handoff, at the late one at that. Now it's 3rd and 13 with an empty gun look. That offensive line looking like they're ready to protect for their, like, if I can get through here for the safety, which I do, putting 2 points on the board, that's going to be our ball. I wish we could have got a score out of that and took the lead, but 2 points is better than none as I get through here once again, getting picked up late. Boy, that was another sack in the making. Empty gun look once again. Hopefully I can can get through and pick it up here, but they hit me with the chop block and pick up the easy first down. And this offensive line is going with that offset look time and time again. Now with that trips bunch formation a bit, getting knocked off my balance a little, and they're almost picking up another first. Disguising it a bit, looking like I'm gonna be in coverage, but I'm not. Getting back here, picking up sack number 3 of the first half. And that was my mistake. It wasn't my third sack, it was only my second of the game. Now trying to get in here for number 3, bro, that was almost, bro, we were both almost there. That was gonna be a big play, another safety at that. First half is coming to an end. We gotta close this one out the right way. Even if we don't score, we can't allow them to at all. With more protection in the backfield, trying to march their way down. Once again, lined up as if I'm in coverage, gonna pick up here, gonna finesse my way towards the inside, getting that backfield just a second too late. And I hate to say it, but they've done it. They've marched all the way down here within 3 yards of the end zone, delivering an absolute strike to the back, picking up a tutty before we go into the second half. And now with the third quarter being underway, we got to come out here and make something happen. Our offense has been completely dead this entire game so far. And here on 3rd and 11, it'll be absolutely fantastic if we can get these boys off the field. They're pretty pinned back deep, so if we do get the punt, that'll be great. They're dumping this one off and we get the stop on 3rd down. We're in the 4th quarter and the only points that's been scored has come from my sack that I got in the end zone maybe 2 or 3 quarters ago. Now they're trying to march their way down and put this game to bed for good. And just like that, we take a loss after bouncing back off of 2 embarrassing L's to a team that's just not even put together. They're a 2-7 team. Like, how do we lose to them out of all people? And it's flat out pathetic how our offense waited until the last second when it was literally too late to produce any points to put on the board. Did I think at any point to this season, whether it's before or even during the year, that I think we'd have a 6-4 record, especially coming off the year we had last season? No, none whatsoever. And just to see how we brought back a few pieces, brought in a bunch of new guys, and had so much momentum coming off such a powerful year, and then for us to fall down the tree this much is kind of sad and just disheartening. And honestly, it's to a point where now, bro, I don't really see a future with this team. I love the program, I love the school, but I'm not too sure about our future. And I was kind of hoping by the end of my junior season, I'd be draft ready, have the stats, the numbers, the image, and everything around me to put myself in a position to go ahead and go to the league and be a first-round pick. I mean, let's be real. Do I think I could finish my career out here at North Texas and actually be a first-round pick? Yes, of course, without a doubt. But at the same time, I know for us to be in any contention to win a national championship or even win at a high level, we're going to need to win games year in and year out. Like last season, little to no expectation. We came into the year unranked, and then we come into this season after going 12-13-1, and we literally were ranked top 25. And then by the halfway point of this season, we fell out of the rankings completely. Now being 6-4, probably won't even make it into a conference championship. It's just not looking good for us. But got to keep the main thing, keep my focus, keep my mind centered on what's most important right here in this moment, and that's getting a win over JMU. And with James Madison record literally being ours flipped, they have a lot to prove coming in here, especially being at home in front of this huge home crowd coming in here celebrating their HBCU. And it's a good environment to be in. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind coming here, but like I said, I want to go to a winning culture. As much as I would love to go to something historically great, at the same time, I want to go somewhere where I can play for something big. But with us having a 7-point lead here in the first quarter, that's always a good sign, especially for our offense, putting up any kind of points in the first half. But now we get things here kicked off in the second half with the 2-score lead. Is looking pretty promising, and our defense is stepping up, playing hard. But the last thing I expected was for us to lose multiple games at home this season, back-to-backs. All of that's just like completely, like, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that was completely out of the question. It's 3rd and 15. We can get these boys off the field. Offense can have a chance to go down and score. Now with max protection up here, I'm getting picked up by a bunch of different guys, launching this one up the field. My guys completely out of place. They pick up the huge first down and a 50-yard play. And then another big question is, if I did decide to transfer, what school would allow me to go crazy, put me in the best position to not only win but shine? 4th quarter action. We're about to get these boys off the field. If we can get the rush going properly, dropping back, throwing the quick screen, it's going to work out to our favor. We get these boys off. We bounce back and get a very, very much needed dub against James Madison on the road this week. I hate to say it, but our final game of this season, and what may be my final game here as a player for North Texas, might be on the road here against Tulane. And it's not even up for discussion. I already went over it with my parents and just people who's close to me within my circle, and transferring out and going to a different program just seems to be the best option for me. And it's crazy putting it all into perspective. I never thought I would take college football so serious to the point where I'm doing all of these types of things, transferring and look at all these different programs for more opportunity. But after seeing that I have real talent and the ability to be one of the best in the country at what what I do, of course, I need to take it serious and just do everything I can to secure my future within it. And I know the second I enter my name into that portal, it's gonna go absolutely crazy. Every coach, every team, even players gonna be hitting my DMs trying to beat my door down to get me to come to their school, and I'm ready for it, ready for every single thing that's gonna come with it. But to be honest, even though I'm looking to go forward with my career and moving to better things, it's kind of bittersweet. North Texas was the only school to really give me an opportunity to play D1 ball. But I can't get too caught up in the emotions. At the end of the day, it's all business, and the business decisions we've been making as a team and overall this program in the direction of the football team hasn't been great. It almost feels like we weren't prepared to win. Last season was just an anomaly, and we kind of lucked up even though we played some pretty decent football. With how unproductive our offense is and how inconsistent we can be on defense, it kind of shows. And I've already chopped it up with a few guys on the team. A bunch of the other star-studded guys really want to transfer out or get other opportunity as well. Nobody wants to stick around for the poop show. And I know hearing me talk about the season this way just sounds crazy, like we already don't have 7 wins on the year, and that's absolutely fantastic, but I think we can all see that the team is going downhill. And who I mean by we is my defense. All of my guys, the guys up here in front, the secondary, the elite cornerbacks that we have, we've been the ones holding it down and really putting this team in a position to win week in and week out, and we want to go get better opportunity. And I don't know if you paid attention, but we've not only been good, bro, we've been absolutely elite. I think the most points we've given up all season may have been 3 touchdowns at the most, like 21 points, 28 points, but at the end of the day, bro, it just hasn't been enough. But in our final game of the season, we do pick up the W against Tulane on the road. A great way to end the season, back-to-back wins. You can't be mad at that. And that's the way to cap things off. 11 tackles, 6 for loss, and 2 sacks. Any team want me to come to their program, they're gonna look at that game and go, damn. And as for all the awards I won last season, we run it right back and pick up every single one again this season. But taking a look at my stats, I had a really solid year compared to last season, taking a slight dip, but overall them sack numbers are exactly where they need to be. Even though I didn't compete in the bowl game, the guys still went out there and handled business, finishing the season 9-4. I'm extremely proud and grateful for everything I've been able to accomplish over the last 2 seasons, but I'm really excited to see where my career is headed and what school I'm gonna land at. Leave a comment down below and let me know what school you think I should go to.